We move on to the main event for the WWE Championship. Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes. And we saw the return of the Cody Vader to start this one off.
The Stardust, the Stardust suit got one of the biggest pops of the night.
Probably one of the biggest pops of the weekend.
People love the Stardust, man. I don't know.
It's funny because as much as Cody hates it and wants to run away from it, the people loved it.
Oh yeah, he'll never escape that. That was one of his most memorable gimmicks that he did.
You follow me, friend. Yeah, that's because you're my favorite mid-carder.
All time.
Oh, but
Can we talk about Ted DiBiase sliming his way through the ringside
God.
area? Looking like he was about to hit the ring, man. lay out the whole thing, Micah, just in case somebody doesn't know what we're talking about here.
I don't even really know where to start. The only video I saw was one where he looks like the guy that would go into like a pro MAGA comment section or like say a racial slur because he had the sunglasses on and he was like recording himself with the promo package for Cody Randy playing behind him. No commentary for like 3 minutes, just deadpan stare into the camera.
There was another angle of him at the floor level, and he was like right in front of the security guard, and it just looked like, like the old high school quarterback right there on the field, just reminiscing about the old times. It was sad. Somebody say like JBL out there. He was JBL Maxon. he did kind of look like JBL, man. I don't know what Ted hadn't aged well in his 10 years away from WWE. But just imagine how many Mississippi families he had to scam to get those tickets to WrestleMania.
Well, evidently he's not scamming enough because apparently he owes Randy Orton like $25,000.
What a carny. And then he shows up too. Look like he's going to hit the ring. Bro just wanted the attention.
Yeah. And then I think it's really messed up. It really is because he scammed all these family out of money. However, it is kind of ironic that he's the $1 million man. So
how much of a carny you got to be, man? You steal from the poor state and then you show up at one of the most expensive tickets you can buy in the whole entire, I don't know, in the whole entire U.S. at the time, WrestleMania.
Just cue his dad's laugh. And did you see Ted DiBiase Sr. was like, I don't owe you anything, Randy Orton. And then Randy retweeted and was like, yeah, the junior does.
They didn't invite him backstage, man.
Would they?
Well, yeah. This seems so odd.
It's just
like, can you imagine buying your WrestleMania tickets and Ted DiBiase's just casually sitting right beside you?
Yeah.
Just not saying anything, sunglasses on.
Just staring. A single tear drops from the bottom of the sunglasses.
Why was he trying to be incognito? We know who you are.
Yeah. Bro didn't do nothing but step back.
Just menacingly. He looking like TKO, just give me the word.
Yeah, I'll jump in. Pat, give me the signal. I got you.
Nah, sit this one out, big bro. Sit this one out.
Speaking of jumping in when your name is called, we started this one off with a brawl. Pat McAfee and Randy jump Cody, and then randomly Jelly Roll comes in to turn the tables. They take Pat McAfee out of the match early in a brawl, and all this happens before the bell even rings.
How random is that statement? Pat McAfee and Randy attack Cody, and somehow Jelly Roll gets involved. Like, can you imagine
the announce table?
Yeah, can you imagine, like, just saying that 2 years ago, like Jelly Roll? Pat McAfee, main event of WrestleMania.
Now, well,
So
let me ask you this: 2 years ago, would I have believed it? No. After Travis Scott last year at WrestleMania, I still probably wouldn't believe it because that was such a train wreck, and certainly we wouldn't do it twice.
well, who's
But
doing it? Who's doing it next year?
let me
We
see.
finally get Post
Clavicular?
Malone. No, we getting Post Malone, right?
Okay.
That has to be the is that has to be like the next progression of this, right?
Can we get Erica on the line? You seen the entrance.
Wait a minute, hold up now.
Drewski?
Okay, all right. You know, I'm surprised he was at 40, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
Yeah.
All right. Can we get him like
Is
Mankind,
Drewski gonna
Dude
be?
Love,
Is
and
Drewski on Cody's side or is Drewski on? I don't know. CM Punk. I don't know who can be the main event next year.
I don't know. I think well, we'd have to get him on Cody's side.
Let's just put him in the New Day.
Oh,
He just fits in the New Day, right, Mike?
it just makes sense.
I
We
don't know
got a
what it
new
is.
hurt business coming up.
I don't know what it is. It just seems to fit right there.
Well, as far as the match goes, man, we called it months ago whenever this got announced. It's the 3-star general and Blandy Orton. You knew what you were going to get. It was
You know
just
what?
here.
Blandy did sell like he was going to the electric chair. Like he was selling his off in this match.
Well, and I think he actually picked Cody up once or twice.
Oh wow. So he went all out.
Yeah.
He poured his heart and soul into this.
It's just one thing about Randy, man. He is going to give you a stinker at WrestleMania. And I think he tried. Like we got some color. There were some elements of, what could have been a good match. But then we get Pat running back down later as the ref. And then the whole finish to this thing was
What?
so
Why?
bad.
Why didn't Pat count a little faster? Why did he slow count Randy?
Maybe that's why Randy RKO'd him.
I can't blame him. You're the special guest referee for the moment. You count a little fast, pal. Count faster.
Yeah, I don't even
We got some.
know. How do you
We
pitch
got.
this?
That is a very good question. I don't know. Chat GPT. Hey, you know what? At least we got color. Got color in this match. The only matches, if we had to pick one match that needed color throughout the whole show, it was this one, and they went there. And all things considered, this was a brutal match, especially because of the aftermath. But yeah, Cody teasing the. I wouldn't even call this teasing because he's been doing the same layout to all his big matches except the one last year when he tried to be the hero that does the right thing. It cost him the title last year. This year he didn't do that. He took the shortcuts. Did he give Randy a low blow? Am I mistaken that Micah? That happened, didn't it?
I remember Punk did, but so much of this match feels like a blur, to be completely honest with you.
Okay, well he went down the dark path that Stephanie McMahon warned him about on that MSG Raw show and said that he being Cody had to stoop to Randy's level to beat Randy. And that's exactly what he did here. So I know it's not the match that a lot of people wanted, but it's the story they were telling throughout this whole build. And yeah, the match was there. It happened. Wasn't my favorite, but it wasn't an absolute all-time stinker like John Cena and Cody Rhodes was the year before.
No, it wasn't that bad, but I felt so after
You felt
like
whelmed. You felt very whelmed.
yeah, I just didn't know what to even think because then Randy turns on Pat, but Cody gets the win still. And then Randy stands tall because he punts Cody at the end. And it just felt like I wasted my time. Like, I don't know. The whole night one felt like I wasted my time.
You're expecting something big to happen at the end of the match, right? Because I was expecting somebody else to come out.
Yeah, I mean, once Randy stands tall, you would think Cody has some type of friends or
Well, Ted DiBiase was there. Kind of a bum friend is he?
is waiting for his cue.
Just give me the word, Cody.
I
He
don't.
needed you, Ted.
I just don't even know what the. It might be better than the Cena match, but it's not by much.
Oh, it's definitely better than that Cena match. Are you kidding me? Bro, Cena couldn't move. Cena was horrible his last year.
I mean, yeah,
Horrible.
that's the thing. Like, okay, so between the bell actually ringing and before Pat runs out, we get the ref bump. It was fine. Like again, it's 3 stars. That's what you know, we knew we were gonna get. That's what we signed up for. But
Yeah.
like with the aftermath, I don't know. I felt so deflated after night 1. It just felt disgusting. The whole show, I felt like I wasted 4 hours. It didn't feel like WrestleMania. It felt like Night of Champions.
Mhm. That's actually not a bad comparison. Night 1 was probably one of the weakest nights of WrestleMania since they went to this 2-night format. And I'm pretty sure we said that last year too. But yeah, the main event wasn't an all-time stinker like we got at last year's WrestleMania, but it wasn't something that's going to stand the test of time like what we got on night 2 of WrestleMania. And it wasn't even something that's going to be like borderline match of the year at the end of the year. It's not even going to be that. It's just one of the matches in WrestleMania history, if that makes any sense. It just
I
happened.
think I think
It
I could throw
happened
it
and it
in
has
for worst match.
it happened. I don't think it's not a bad like technical match. I think the booking was questionable throughout the match. But as far as like a actual in ring standpoint, Micah, I don't think this was a bad match.
I don't know. I'd have to go rewatch it, and then that's probably the only time I'll ever rewatch it, and I'd probably be the only person that would
You
ever go
ain't got to
rewatch
rewatch
it.
that. You ain't got to rewatch
I don't know. I think that may be the only list it makes by the end of the year. But we'll
that.
save our
You think it's gonna make worst match of the year? Really? We've seen some bad matches, man.
this year. What else would be? I remember. Was it the women's chamber or the men's chamber? One of them was rough.
We talking about WWE matches?
Or I mean, just any. Those are just the ones off the
Well,
top of
I
my
can
head.
count multiple AEW matches, man, that I did not care for at all. This wasn't a bad like in ring wrestling match. It's just the booking was
Yeah, but I mean,
unreasonable.
that's
The
to
Jelly
me,
Roll.
that's what matters. Like the beginning and end of this match were so bad that it outweighs whatever they did in the middle.
So you didn't like the story they told with Randy and Cody as far as Cody stooping down to Randy's level. You didn't like that story.
I mean, I did. It couldn't save.
It couldn't
It
say
couldn't
Jelly
save
Roll.
the rest of it.
It couldn't say Jelly Roll
It couldn't be the
Ted,
Ozempic for Jelly Roll.
and Ted DiBiase ready to hit the ring. It couldn't save it.
Mean mugging the ring. It should be me. Oh, but we'll save our final predictions and everything once we get through
It
night
should
2.
have been me that hit.
It should have been me.
You know what? If Ted would have hit the ring, man, that would have made up for a lot of the questionable booking throughout this whole feud.
Would have popped more for that than freaking Jelly Roll, if I'm being completely honest, even if he was JBL maxing.